Hey guys, how's it going? Scotty from scotsbasslessons.com. If you haven't been to scotsbasslessons.com, obviously go out and check it out after this lesson. I'll put links below if you're watching this on YouTube, and go check out the toolkit. There's loads of free stuff in there, like a buyer's guide where Chris May comes in from Overwater Basses and tells you what you should be looking for when you're buying your next bass. There's a free backing track library. There's a bassline creation guide. There's a Discover the Modes mini course in there. Tons of stuff for you. So go check it out. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, I'll put the link below this video. If you're watching this on the website, it'll be up above somewhere in that top header. So what we're going to be looking at today. So in this lesson, I'm going to show you a super cool pentatonic style lick for two reasons, actually. First reason is I released a video a few weeks ago onto Facebook and had tons of Facebook messages about a certain lick I played. They said, "What's that thing at 25 seconds in?" Or I think it was 25 seconds in. And it was a pentatonic style lick I was doing, and it's something I use in a certain way. I'm going to show you what it is today. And the other reason why I wanted to show you this is because I was speaking to an Academy member who's been working on her pentatonics. And she said, "I've learnt them, but I can't seem to play any fast style licks with them." And I actually had the exact same experience until I started transcribing a lot of Gary Willis and found that he was moving around the fingerboard in a slightly different way that gave him the ability to use certain types of phrases. I actually studied with Gary for a while, which was a phenomenal experience. So check out Gary Willis if you haven't already. He's a beast of a bass player, But the lick itself goes like this, okay? So I'm going to, shall I play it to speed? And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, again. 2, 3, 4. Now slowly that is. Okay. Super slowly it's. Again. So let's break that down. And if you don't know what a pentatonic is, it's essentially a triad with a sixth in there as well, or a 13th. So here's the triad, and we're working over A, okay? The triad would be, yeah, so A, C sharp, E, and A. To get the triad, to get the pentatonic, you just put the 13th in there, and the 9th. And it just gives you, it's penta, right? It's 5. 5-note scale. Now it's used a lot in gospel style music because it gives the bass player the ability to be quite busy but harmonically stay out the way. When you start playing, major sevens, it gives the chord a very, quite a jazzy flavour. So pentatonics are great just to stay out of the way, Great examples of it would be, Pino Palladino uses it a lot, but just for tunes, the old Stevie tune. So they're used a lot, but this particular riff lick that I want to show you today is, again, it's in A major, and it starts just running up to the third. So root, 9, third, and then to the 6th. So actually I'll call the 9th the 2nd, otherwise people will be confused. So root, 2nd, 3rd, 6th, and then to the 5th. Okay. And then this is where the shift comes in. So it's a similar type of movement if you think about it. You've got this, and then 3rd, 6th, 5th, and then 2nd, 5th, 3rd. So this bit A, say A, down to the 6th, E, A, and then the F sharp. So, and then on that F sharp I actually do this, which is just back and forward, really fast. Then, same thing, and then down to the A. So when you're learning something like a lick like this, it's really good to break it into sections so you can work on each bit individually. So the first bit would be, and then, and then, and then, and then, down to the A. Again. And that's it really. Again, it's a kind of Gary Willis style lick that he would use, but 10 times better than I would do it. And I'm using a lot of raking on this hand, where I'm not picking every note. There's no legato in there. I'm not hammering on or pulling off. I'm not pulling off. But what I am doing is raking. So for instance, on this phrase, on that top note, I'm playing it with my middle finger. And then the note directly afterwards, I rake down and also play that with my middle finger, as I do here. So it's index, middle, middle. And I had to do that to just get that speed up. I think John Scofield talks about a similar thing when he was doing his... John Scofield did a great video on YouTube. It's like a Berkeley, some years ago. It's like a Berkeley masterclass. Is it Berkeley or MI or something like that in Los Angeles? It's a masterclass he does, isn't it? I'll tell you how old it is. He's smoking in it. Do you remember when people used to smoke inside? I was just talking to DMAC the other day saying people used to smoke in supermarkets in the UK. I can remember my dad walking around the supermarket smoking. Our times have changed, eh? So anyway, so check out John Scofield's thing. Well, if you're into like Uber improvisation and stuff like that. Oh, that's what I was talking about. I'll tell you why I was talking about John Scofield. John Scofield was saying that he really wanted to get the speed up of his playing, and he was trying to do it, all alternate. He's a guitar player, John Scofield. And he said he couldn't do it, so he had to do the legato thing. Now, the same thing is true with bass and bass players. Some people will be able to play super fast, all alternate picking like this. Now, some people, like me, for instance, I feel much more comfortable raking with my plucking fingers, as does guys like Richard Bonner does. I'm trying to think of, there's a ton of guys that use that. Etienne Mbappe, he uses the raking thing as well. But there is guys that do it fantastic, and they're doing all alternate. So it's about finding what's going to work for you, not everybody, because everybody's completely different. There is no right way. There's the right way that's going to work for you, and it's about you finding out what that is. So I'm just going to break that. Well, I'm not going to break the riff down or the lick down. I'm just going to show you once more, slow, and then once up to speed. Okay, so here we go, super slow. And again. Even slower. Speed. So there, just at the end, I just incorporated it in another line. And this is the thing with licks. I can remember when I was coming up, you know, learning bass, there was a really bad vibe. Don't learn licks and don't use licks. And I have to think that is BS. You know, you really should learn licks because it gives you an insight into, you know, how to play those lines that the greats are playing. You know, learn those licks and then weave them into your own playing and then learn how to take just pieces from them. You don't have to play them the same every time. You can just take little snapshots from them, and that over a long period of time will become, you know, your vocabulary on the instrument, on whatever instrument you're playing. These things, these lines that we learn, these phrases will become our language on the instrument that we choose. So other than that, guys, make sure you go over to scottsbasslessons.com. The link is below this video if you watch it on YouTube. Obviously, if you're on the website, you're here. Check out the toolkit over at scottsbasslessons.com. It's full of free stuff for you to download. And also check out the Academy. It's the #1 place to learn bass online right now. It's got live weekly seminars with some of the best educators in the world and me. It's got a huge course library. It's got an amazing community. It's super cool. So go check it out. 14-day trial. Link is below this video if you're watching it on YouTube. Other than that, take it easy and I'll see you in the shed. The 2015 Kickstarter challenge.
Hey everybody.
Hey.
Hey everybody.
Hi everybody. Hello all. Hello.